Hello friends, welcome back to my kitchen. So today I am making keto chili. Super simple, easiest chili recipe you'll ever make. Excuse my wet hair. I usually do my meal prepping for the week on the weekend, either on Saturday or Sunday. And so I did my workout this morning, showered, and now I'm ready to meal prep. So it is what it is. This is like real life. So, okay, so making keto chili, I have in my pan, I have 3 pounds of ground beef. The type of ground beef just depends on what your macro goals are. This is actually 93% lean ground beef. Sometimes I use 85%. I just grab this out of the freezer. So 3 pounds ground beef. I am going to brown this, and I am not going to drain it. And then I'll add all the other good stuff in. So I'm gonna brown this up real quick, and then I'll let you know the next step. Okay, so the ground beef is cooked. Still have it on the stove simmering a little bit. So the next step is just to add the chili seasoning. So there are some different ways that you can go with the chili seasoning. There are some packets out there that you can get that are pretty low carb, pretty keto friendly. You have to pay attention to the ingredients because there's also some out there that are not very keto friendly, or you can make your own seasoning. So today for me, because I'm being really lazy and making it a really easy, as easy as possible, I'm using a chili seasoning packet. I'm actually using one from our local grocery store. It's, it's pretty clean. There's only 3 net carbs per serving of this stuff. So I feel pretty good about this, but sometimes I do make my own chili seasoning. And so I will, if I remember, I will try to remember to put the recipe that I have for keto chili seasoning down below. If I forget, just comment and remind me because I may forget, but I will try to remember. So that's the next step. I'm just gonna add a packet of chili seasoning, mix that up, and then I'll let you know what's next. It's very steamy. I just wanted to show you, I forgot to mention that if you do make your own chili seasoning, basically you're going to want to add about 4 tablespoons of chili seasoning to this. And that is because I'm using, like I said, 3 pounds of ground beef. So I'm making a pretty big batch. So you would want to do, like I said, 4 tablespoons of chili seasoning and then mix that all up. Okay, next thing you're going to add is tomato paste. And so generally I would add anywhere from 4 ounces to 6 ounces of tomato paste, depending on how thick you want your chili to be. So I'm making this a little bit like just at the last minute. And so I didn't realize that I don't quite have that much tomato paste. I have this tube. It is normally a 4.5 ounce tube of tomato paste, but as you can see, I've used half of it. So we're going to pretend that this is 4 ounces, and I'm going to put 4 ounces of tomato paste in the ground beef mixture. It's actually only about 2 ounces, but it's still gonna work. It'll be fine. But for the general recipe, I would say, you can get one of those little cans of 6 ounces of tomato paste, or you can get one of these 4 ounce tubes. Whatever works best for you. I think that the little cans are probably cheaper. So anyway, I'm just gonna add the tomato paste next. So I've got my tomato paste in there, and I'm just gonna mix that up really good and with all of the meat. And then I'll let you know what we're gonna do next. All right, the last step. I mean, this recipe is so super easy. So we've done the ground beef, we did the chili seasoning, we did tomato paste, and now the last ingredient is going to be beef broth. And you can use any kind of beef broth you want. And so the secret with this is you can make your chili as thin or as thick as you want to. So there is 4 cups in this container of beef broth. You can do 2 of these if you like your chili really, really thin. It just, whatever your liking is. So I'm gonna I'm gonna throw this in there and then just let it simmer. Let all of the ingredients mix together, and then it'll be ready to eat. So it is like seriously the easiest keto chili recipe ever. So I'm gonna dump this in there and let it simmer. I just did 1 container, so this is what it looks like right now, with 4 cups of beef broth in there. And I'm gonna let it kind of boil and simmer for a little while, and it'll thicken up a little bit. Okay, you can hear it simmering in the background, but I just wanted to also mention that you can add other ingredients. Like if you wanted to add a can of tomatoes, or if you wanted to add some, peppers or onions or something like that, go ahead. It is, whatever you like. For myself and for my husband, we don't usually add all of those things due to, food sensitivities that we both have. So, but by all means, if you want to add a can of tomatoes, go for it. It's, whatever you like. Just, don't add beans because beans are not keto friendly. They're very high in carbs and very not keto friendly. So anyway, gonna let that simmer and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Right, it is pretty much done. It smells amazing. I like to add cheese and sometimes sour cream to my chili, but so overall this recipe makes usually around 7 or 8 cups of chili, and 1 cup is only around 5 carbs, so it's pretty awesome. All right, that's it. Very short, very simple, very delicious, and now it's time to eat. So if you enjoyed this, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.